Hello. Didn't even realize I was live. Had a little issue. So, good morning, everybody. Just wanted to go live because I haven't went live in a while. Outside of my interviews, I know I was doing a lot of drawing stuff earlier, um, going live and such. But I've had a day job that I've been working on for a while, and kind of kept me a little busy and a little tired that I haven't been able to do some live stuff. So I figured this morning, since my day job ended, it was a seasonal gig, and I can get back to focusing on my own stories and work. I would do some warm up art and stream and just talk. And if you guys have questions or want to comment, feel free. So let's give myself the big screen here. And I don't know what I'm gonna draw right now. I'm The children's book that I'm gonna be working on in a little bit today is a is about a monkey. So I don't need to kind of warm up to draw him, but just to kind of show you guys a little sketch of him. Um, Usually when I warm up, I draw things I'm not gonna draw normally. So I'll draw like superhero stuff or you know things like that. And when I was starting off this character design here, I had a lot of trouble. And then I thought, hey, why not go very simple, like Mickey Mouse? And you can tell his head is very much Mickey, except his ear is off to the side, and he's got a little hair there. And his body, let's make him kind of not like this, which is again very similar to Mickey's body. And this is a character who loves to draw. So he's a monkey who loves to draw. Um, my friend Jeff thought it would be fun if, when I said I didn't have a name for him, so he's like, what about naming him Doodles? So I think that's what I'm going to do. Doodles the monkey. Just have that pencil coming. So yeah, this is going to be a 32-page um, book about a monkey who likes to draw. It's basically a picture book, um, but it does it's very little wording. Great for young audiences, pre-K to probably second grade, early reading type of stuff. And I'll just draw a scribble on there. But yeah, that's Doodles. Let me see if I can do a little cleanup on them. Let's get a nice brush here. Let's see. Let's go pressure sensitive there. Let's zoom in for it. Why aren't you moving? There you go. So, oops, I understand. I have my opacity very low because I like to draw in a low opacity. Okay. Come on, undo. There it goes. Undo. I don't like that line. I think my touch is on. Okay, I think that's what was throwing me off there. Okay. Don't like that. Don't like that was looking there. Let's just put that. There we go. I don't like that. Kind of want to stick to what I had. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. Anybody, what's it called? Check out the DC Fandom. I watched a few of them. My favorite was the Sandman panel. But we got a lot of great stuff that came out of that. At least so we think right now. You know, trailers to Batman, which I've always said I've never been a fan of any of the live action Batman. I just don't like how they use him mostly as gadget guy and not as Batman the detective and you know what what the character really is, because they just make him for big budget, blockbuster stuff. So they need explosions, they need all that, but I don't feel they've ever really tackled Batman properly. So hopefully this will be good. Um, oops, don't like that there. I mean, we saw the trailer to the Snyder Cut, which again, not sure about, but I'll give it a try. I'm more of a DC guy than I am a Marvel guy, so. Well, I'm not liking that line. Now, normally, just for a warm-up drawing, I don't normally ink my warm-ups. I usually go pencil. But today is an inking day, so I need to practice inking and getting the brushes properly, the way I'm going to be using them. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's see here. Actually, the pencil should be. So yeah, this children's book that I wrote, I really wrote it in like 10, 15 minutes, kind of, I don't want to say as a joke. It was kind of a bit of a joke. Um, And it was just me rhyming one day. Like that finger. Much better. And so it took me a while to figure out how I wanted this character to look. Spent a lot of time playing with designs, like I said, and then I'm like, oh, let me just go look at like Mickey Mouse, and that really helped me out. Sometimes going back to those classic looks, there's a reason they stay around for so long. It's because the guys back then really knew, how to design, how to create simplicity, and when you're drawing characters over and over and over again, that's what you want. All right. I don't like that line. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to my children's book. Really been wanting to do this for a very long time. And like I said, my other job, you know, I enjoy it. I get to work with kids, teaching them about art. And it's always fun for me to do that. But, you know, love, always love doing my own artwork. Uh, don't really like. Mm-hmm. So, yesterday, my day job, I told you that was, a summer gig, ended on Friday. So honestly, I took Saturday and Sunday to really relax. I didn't really do much. Mostly, I watched TV and just kind of sat with my sketch pad and drew. Caught up on things I've never seen before, um, that I probably should as a comic geek. Like I finally watched, um, what was it, Suicide Squad, which it was okay, and I can see why a lot of people bash it. Um, you know, had potential, but I don't think went the right path for the film. Um, I did watch what was it, the Birds of Prey movie. I don't know if it's a sequel or not, but it's Harley Quinn and was it Huntress and Renee Montoya and you know all those characters there. And you know what, that one wasn't that great either, but it was more fun than the Suicide Squad. What else did I watch? I can't remember. I know I watched something in the morning. Oh, I watched Bloodshot with Vin Diesel. Decent film. One of those. I'm kind of glad I watched. I didn't go to the big screen for it, but fun to watch on a weekend if there's nothing really great on. It's a decent film, and I'm not a huge Vin Diesel fan. However, I love him in all animated. Anytime he's got a voiceover. Um, um, Iron Giant's one of my favorite films that he's ever been part of. Why is it doing that? Soft round. It's not erased. Let's do it that way, yeah. Oh, that's what I want. Okay. Let's bring it back. It also change. No, there we go. I thought that was kind of interesting. And then at night, I checked out a movie that I wanted to watch when it originally came out because I love fantasy movies. It was called The Seventh Son. Um, it was okay. I enjoyed it for what it was. Looked like they should have made a sequel the way it ended, but I don't think it did that well. So, oh, I forgot his eyebrows. No, I don't like the way I did him there. Oh, and I forgot his. He's got a little patch of color. I'm actually doing this. I know I'm working in Photoshop right now, but I'm going to be working in a combination of Photoshop and Clip Studio. I really love the way the pens are and stuff in Clip Studio, but I prefer to color in Photoshop. And however, Photoshop is my favorite of. I know a lot of people will say Clip Studio, and it's a great program, and I do enjoy it. But I do enjoy, I think, mostly because I've been more accustomed to Photoshop and been using it since 1995. So it's literally 25 years I've been using this. Yeah. So, one of the things I'm gonna like to do now that the day gig is over, and who knows, I might have another day gig when schools go back in session. Um, I'll find out, but I'll be working on my stuff, and as long as I have my day job life is a little easier, um, I'll start doing this more. So there's my little monkey character. So what else can I sketch? Let's go to brush. Let's bring the opacity down to about 25%. And now I'm just going to do some pencil sketching. Maybe some superheroes or something like that. I don't know. Whether they're an actual character or not. Let's have the pelvis over here. My style has always kind of been that Bruce Timm, Batman the Animated Series. When I draw superheroes, I don't like to put in all that muscle detail. I come from the less is more, like the Alex Toth or the Darham Cooks out there, and but I like my heroes to be very to look muscular, like you know. And now this really could be anybody. Typical Superman pose, though. Um, doesn't matter who it is right now. I'll leave this one blank. I'll just draw a couple of things here. So let's get a knee in there for him and a knee right here. I hate when I don't. Let's have maybe some kind of. I just did a guy. Let's do a girl. So I'm gonna erase that head there. There we go. And for the girl, maybe she'll be. Let's have her like kind of over this way, so her neck will be out. So. I do not like that where that's going. Maybe I'll do some kind of fantasy character. I love doing the fantasy stuff, so let's have her maybe like this. So here's her head. Body will have it twisting up like that, which means the hips. There's the pelvis right there. Nope, don't like that either. Let's undo some of that. So I think this leg should be kind of coming forward. So let's play with the hip out a bit more, and from this one I'll lower the hip. So she's kind of in this running pose. Let's have this leg coming out. Maybe see a bit of her foot. This one will come down. Up. I feel I've pushed out her hips a little too far on this one here. So I'm going to redo her legs. Come on. So for body, got this of the curve, and then let's bring it up. Which means this leg, I still want this leg coming forward. I'm always a lot sketchier on women than I am on men because women have always been a little difficult to draw. I mean, not that I can't do it, it's just one of those things where, you know what, when you're a guy, you know what you look like, so you know everything. When you're a girl, you know everything. So drawing the opposite sex is sometimes a little more difficult. I feel like I got to twist the body a bit more, right there. I also think her arms up here are a little big now. Thin those out a bit. All right, let's get the shoulder. Got that. So there she is, and there's her knee. Let's have her looking like that. almost like, I don't know, should be running female flash. I don't know. So I just like to do some different poses here. Yeah, I love, like, for me, this guy here, he could be Superman, he could be Conan, Captain America, whatever it is, you know. Although Conan, I don't think, from my memory, doesn't usually stand in that kind of a pose. I think he's usually a lot more, you know, a little more dynamic in his poses. Do I have room over here to move over? I have a bit of room. So yeah, when I'm not doing a day job, this is what I do in the morning, and kind of help me loosen up, get ideas. Sometimes I'll do this at my drawing table, and I'll use my regular, like, pencils and paper. I do like to go digital though, because I know on the days that I'm going to be drawing digital, I want that digital look to it. And maybe, actually, you know what, I think I'm going to raise his arm. Have his arm come up like so. And I'm going to use his, well, this big, like, sword or something going over that he's holding on to. I don't know if I'm going to finish these guys. Sometimes I just like to be loose and just get the figure down and get ideas on what I want, you know. Let's create a new layer. Maybe I'll go with, like, an old man type of thing here. It'll be from, like, the back. Here he is, hunched over. And this leg, so that's that butt cheek. So this butt cheek would be here, and this leg, maybe it's coming out a bit, so it's a little more forward. This is the heel. Now, he does look a little muscular to me. I'd probably go in and thin him out just a tad. That arm should be a little lower. And I'm going to put a cane in his hand. So the floor would be, like, right around there. Maybe he'll have a big, kind of a big beard. His ear will be off to the side here. So, I think I might thin him out. Might see his backbone a little bit more. So, But this is how I usually, like, if I'm gonna create a character or anything, this is what I usually do. Even I'm warming up how I basically work professionally here. So shoulder blade will come out like around there, and you know, I just like to play with poses in the warm up because I usually draw a lot of people. What about? Maybe I'll go with a kid now. Let's give him some big ears. And drawing a kid is just like drawing an adult. Same body parts. They're just going to be smaller. If they're a teen, they're going to be a little lankier. So if that leg's back, this arm is forward. And this one should be back, but I'm going to make him waving at us. There's a mop of hair. Alright, so let me think. Maybe I'll do one or two more sketches and then I'm going to stop. So let's do kind of like maybe a monstrous, like ogre type of creature. So it's the same thing for me, just too big of an arm. I'll come back to this arm. Let's do a bigger face. Small nose up there. His teeth. I'm gonna give him one arm one leg like he's getting very close to us. That's way too foreshortened. Not gonna look right. That might be a little better. And then maybe his other leg is like that. I don't know. I'm not liking the big foreshortened knee I did there. I think that's what's throwing me off. So let me just erase all this. And let's figure. So let's move this arm up like that. Okay, I already like that much better. Coming in. And I like how he's coming down here. So this shoulder should be kind of in front here. That coming in. Nope, still not liking that. Sorry, kid, I erased some of you. Much better. I'll figure that out in a moment. But this leg is obviously still going backwards, so I may not see it. But he's got a giant mace there, and this is him reaching for someone. Maybe his mouth is open. He should be screaming, right? Some horns. Little Darth Maul-like. I don't know. And what else? Maybe one more. Let's do. I think we're going to draw my favorite DC superhero. For those who know me, you already know who I'm drawing. For those who don't, you might already be able to tell from just this image here. Just the helmet. Helmet of Fate. Dr. Fate. My favorite DC character. Why? I've just always loved magic. And I don't like this pose. I'm already putting him in. Let's get his head right there. So let's start. I don't like that leg like that. Let's just change its positioning. Something more like this. And this will be my own version of him. I think they kind of use the style of what I'm doing in the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, but I think I'm gonna change it up a little bit more. I think I want to combine it with kind of that chest plate thing he wears it now in the comics. I think he's still wearing that. I don't know. I haven't really read DC in a long time. Not because I don't want to, just because I've lost interest in reading a lot of superhero stuff. I love it, but I want to see. I don't know. Maybe because I draw comics and I write comics and all that. I want to see some other stuff besides superheroes. And I mean, I still read them. Don't get me wrong. I'll pick up a book every now and then, a trade or something, and read a storyline. But just I'm not a regular reader of the comics anymore. Do I want that? No. Undo that. I think I'm going to give him some kind of armor over here that continues. Let's get his cape to throw out. All right, I think I like this one. So, and last but not least, one quick one based on a comic I'm drawing eventually. Just waiting on my writer, and I'm going to be reaching out to him today about it. Just a quick one. And that is my character. Dax Photon. No, I don't like that. Sorry, I forgot his shoulder pads, but that right there is Dax Photon. All right, guys. Well, I didn't realize I was going this long. So, thanks for tuning in with me. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys soon. Please visit getintune.net. You know, you can find me on YouTube at Michael Grassia, Facebook at getintune.net. My website's getintune.net. And if you're interested, patreon.com/Michael Grassia. So thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to try to do this all week. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.